chilly day here in England. Come to see Tony because I haven't seen him since that I saw him, which was like 5 weeks ago. I denied about going to the Milton Keynes show for the electric train show, but I didn't because I needed a bit of a rest because I got back from Australia, as you know. So I know Tony's got a few bits and bobs in, so I thought I'd get some bits for the TT and just have a little chin mag with him. But anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope you're all enjoying yourselves and the autumn kind of nest that we like to do where we go inside and like to stay warm is all happening now. So let me know what you're up to in the comments below. Here it is. It's Tony. Look at these. I've got a few things. It was quite busy in there. Tony had a whole bunch of people there, and I thought I'll go back and have a chat with him some other time. I'd like to do the little podcast again with him, if any of you are interested in watching. I've actually got things to talk about, so that'd be cool. But I got a length of flexi track because if you remember when I had my head shunt, I want to be able to loop back, and I chopped up that bit of track, and I'd rather just have one single piece, not the curve, a little straight and a curve, because it felt, I don't know, it felt like it could look nicer maybe. I got some of the little 4-wheel coaches, so we'll get them out when I get home. So I'm gonna go home now and we'll get them out. And another little treat for myself. But anyway, I will talk to you about it when I get home. So I've got back from seeing Tony and I wanted to show you what I've been up to. Does this pick it up? No. It's really not fun. Some of these connections, like, they kind of weep down. You see? So it's like you have to encourage it on. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to work on that. I've seen other couplings out there. We'll have to try it out. But anyway, what I want to show you is I've got this tiny little lobe here. I'm going to go back here, flick the point, and we're going to go up to the goods shed, which is up here. And I'll show you a bit more about it in a second. Let's go past the water tower that we've made, which I'll show you again a bit more in a second. And we go up here. And luckily, nothing bad happened just then. So in a slightly less wobbly hand, because controlling one and operating, it's not a great combo. So I built up this Inoxen Models good shed. I had to modify it a bit because when it was on its own level, on its own base, it was too low. And then I had to cut out a bit more here. Not pretty, but it will do for now. I was also thinking the advantage of putting it on something means that I can set a scene that I can work on in my hobby room, and then drop it back on afterwards, which is nice. Maybe even include the engine shed. So yeah, built up the engine shed. Really kind of pleased I've got some buildings together. So this engine shed was in the Greenwood Laser engine shed. I haven't finished it yet, so I was going to show you guys maybe on another video like the rest of it of how it goes together, but we've got more to go inside and some doors and that. Part of me feels like it's a bit big, but then actually if you think about like the ones that you see at railways, they are quite tall, aren't they? So I need to kind of get over that and maybe have some things around to then make it blend in more, whereas that goods shed looks about right, but I can talk a lot of waffle. Then there's this kit by Inoxen, and I was quite happy how it all went together. A bit fiddly, like the printing's fantastic quality on it. Like you've got really thin prints and everything, so I have to keep the cat away from this one. Whereas the goods shed, I was really impressed with how that went together. The way it all slotted together and was thought about of how to be done, I was very impressed. But as you can see, it's coming together. I haven't built everything yet, but I'm getting there. There's only so much time in a day and only so many evenings free. Yeah, I've got the 3 tankers that you guys saw before, guys and gals, sorry. So I'm quite happy I got them, and I think it looks nice. I've got my Buggles Kelly lovely wagon just here, so I'm really pleased with that. So I need to get some lights to shine from behind, so I've got that bright one up here, obviously, which is reasonably bright, but when you have that, I create a shadow the wrong way. I can see what I'm doing, but you guys get lots of shadows. And then I've got my brake van, which I'm so happy about, from Australia. So I've got my Australian fleet just there, so no complaints at all. What I've thought about for here, I saw Hornby's actually released a platform which has got a bigger bit that sticks out, but I'm still thinking maybe making my own platform at some stage to be in fitting with the one from Buggles Kelly. And the more I've been thinking about it, the more fitting it feels is to have the signal box on here. I didn't realise it until afterwards. Let's get that in focus. That Tom had done the work to put things inside it as well, which I thought was fantastic. So yeah, I'm looking forward to painting this up. I'm trying to work out in my head, do I want to have it as a rundown Great Western Railway signal box and enjoy the things that I enjoy? It's run down, it's, you know, because this is, you know, in my head, you know, heritage site, so you would have a rundown building that, you know, we're working on, so that does excite me quite a lot. So yeah, things need to be painted up, so again I can paint that up. Great Western, Great Western, Great Western. You know, the only Great Western products that are out there for the railways is what Pico have done, as well as their little wagon just here. So I picked this up from Tony. This is my first wagon that is Great Western. I'm hoping they bring out like a pannier, someone does a prairie, and then we can get a castle or a king. But of course we need more people to be doing this scale for them to want to invest in it, or other manufacturers to invest in it. Imagine Graham Farish doing it, because obviously they're used to the smaller things. It'd be wonderful if they, you know, did this as well. Just want to show you when I was at Tony's. Obviously, hello Tony, if you're watching this. I picked up this little brochure. I think it's quite an old brochure now. I remember when this all came out, and met the guys that did this at Pico. But I was having a little look through, and I saw they got the signals kit. So I might speak to Tony about getting some of them, which would be good, because I've already got the line side kit. On the inside, I think this is a bit of an older one, but they've got like the things that they first did to complement the Hornby range. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what happens with time, you know, what more things come out. Hornby have recently done some more bits. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. But the bit that excited me when Tony said he's got some new stuff in is these 4-wheel coaches. Sorry, my focus isn't very good. So pop these down here. They are tiny. I love that. I've got a mucky finger from super gluing, doing some grass stuff. But let's compare that to I've actually got the same exact one. So this one, this is a TT one, and this is the same one in 00 gauge. So they're both first class. It feels so small, which is fantastic, you know. That's the size difference of them. But yeah, I don't know why, but it keeps surprising me every time I see 00 feels more like O gauge, you know, in comparison when you look at it. But I guess it is that next step up. So yeah, so super happy got these. I got a brake third, I guess it is, a third, and then a first. So I've got 3 that I was thinking my Gronk can pull round. This is our lovely looking logo with our nice little rake behind. And I like this because it means that, because I don't always want to have a long platform, but I feel like this platform's about right, but it could be smaller. The main reason I like it to be small is because then proportion to the layout, it kind of just feels more fitting. But I think, you know, if it was actually, if you took one of these out and pop that here, feel about right. So with a short loco, you know, that would feel right. You know, maybe we could push to 4 coaches to be on there. But yeah, I don't know what you think on that, but that's currently like how I feel about all of that. But we'll give the loco on. I think I flick the switch this way and it goes forwards. It does. Oh, and it stopped. Come on. Give it faster. I was thinking about West Hill Wagon Works is they have the magnetic couplings. So I was thinking like with this rake of coaches, like the middle 2 could have the magnetic couplings just so it's like easier to work on, because I don't enjoy how everything couples together. And then with the like the loco changes something else. I've seen Daphol do some, and I found some on eBay, like they're a little bit cheaper. Of course, you know, there's only going to be a few that are cheaper because they're a bit more dear. But I think this works. We can have our Gronk doing our passenger service. It's a Sunday and, you know, we get the diesel fired up. Oh. One thing that I like the idea of is DCC. I've enjoyed it on AA, and I find that this Gronk, as you would have seen on the last video, it struggles a bit on the points. So obviously you have to go a little bit faster, which you don't want to have to do. So, but at the moment I've only got 2 locos, so to go DCC wouldn't be so horrible. But yeah, so something to think about, isn't it? So as the layout goes, I'm liking how it looks every time I wake up in the morning and I pop into this room. I'm happy that I've got engine shed here, fill up with water here, and then what I need to do is get, I won't be doing a coaling stage, but maybe I build one, some plastic card to go here. So like I said, we've got our shed here, and if we want to, we can have, you know, cars and access all around here, fence, you know, stop and get into the railway, I don't know. But no, I'm happy with it, and when I want to, I can swap these over. I can drop the coaches in here if I want to, pick up this one, off I go. Yeah, I would love in the range to have a medium-sized loco. This loco is lovely, and yeah, I can't complain at that, but it'd be cool to have that. Don't have to go to such a big loco like the A4, it's just here. And it's a nice loco, but it feels like it's a bit big for the layout. But it's a scenario where we don't have much option at the moment. But I'm hoping we get something, because we've got lots and lots of lovely wagons and things like that. So no complaints at the wagons. Like these tankers, I think they're fantastic. Nice details. All the rivets and everything just look awesome on them. And yeah. No, I'm really, really happy. Like I said, got a brake fan. Hope in the next episode I've done a bit more, but I'm looking forward to sharing with you what we decide to do with the platform. I don't want to give it away now what I'm going to get up to. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Obviously, there's me just running this round, but, you know, visiting Tony's has been nice today, and getting these coaches, super happy with how they look. Let's slow that down. Get that focus as well. I need to get some better light, like I said. Maybe that's something I do for the next video. And then the quality of all this will be better. But anyway, thanks for watching. And take care, and see you next time.